Okay, let's talk about interviewing. Again, interviewing, I would argue, is the most important step, step 5 of the hiring funnel, that is going to determine whether or not you have a great candidate or someone that's just not going to be a fit. And there are certainly some very specific things that you should be looking for. The number one thing I would argue that you really want to think about as you're looking to answer this question of, is the person growth-minded, is discover if they're learning based. So a lot of that is all about how do they use their language. It's not just about asking a question and listening to a response. It's listening for the subtlety and nuance that they communicate with. So one of the things I always encourage people to look for is, how do they describe what it was like to work for their former employees? Are they self-aware? Do they know how to regulate some of their behavior? So, for example, I see candidates all the time that use what I call hyperbolic language. Hyperbolic language would be something like, oh my God, it was just so chaotic at my last workplace, where it was a really toxic environment. Really, it was poisonous. Your environment was poisonous. So the way that people use language really will be a window into the way they think about their work.